There is a freshly stoked controversy after you gave a statement.
ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਗੈਰ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਆਣ ਕੇ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਜ਼ਮੀਨ ਨਾ ਲੈ ਸਕੇ, ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਗੈਰ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਆਣ ਕੇ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਵੋਟਰ ਨਾ ਬਣ ਸਕੇ, ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਗੈਰ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਆਣ ਕੇ ਸਰਕਾਰੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਨੌਕਰੀ ਨਾ ਲੈ ਸਕੇ। ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੈਰ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਰਹਿਣ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਤੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਖਿਆਲ 15-20 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਆ ਪੱਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਭਣੀ, ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਭਣੀ ਤੇ ਨਾ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੀ ਆਬਾਦੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਲੱਭੇਗੀ। You cannot become a voter in Himachal.
Okay.
You cannot get a government job in Himachal. You cannot become agricultural landholder without fulfilling certain conditions.
But that
just
is
a minute, madam.
that is a
Just a minute,
controversy
madam.
erupting
Just a
from
minute.
your.
Madam,
I just want to
no,
take a little
I
follow-up.
have to
That
complete.
if Punjabis,
I have to complete. I am not against them at all. They are most welcome. There are brothers, sisters. Please come work.
not letting them buy a land
on.
here and make a house here will deprive them of a basic necessity.
No, this is propaganda against me.
So you believe your statement is twisted?
100%.
CM Channi gave a statement on Poonch attack and he said his statements were twisted. Sam Pitroda's statements were twisted. Who is twisting all these statements?
I am not getting into that controversy.
Bhagwant Mann replied to your statements.
Foolish statement. Foolish statement.
If India Alliance comes to the power, you've been very vocal against Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann.
He put me behind bars on absolutely fake cases. What about his minister Kataru Chak? I've given a videographic evidence of his absolute immoral conduct. He's protecting his ministers.
But there are such ideological clashes between Aam Aadmi Party and Congress here. Then why they are in alliance in the
That
center?
is for
how
our
come
that is for the party leadership to tell you how they are happy in Delhi, because Kejriwal put his hand on his son's head. I swear upon my children, I will never have an alliance with Congress. And he's sitting in there, oh, क्या बोलते गोदी में बैठा हुआ है केजरीवाल.
But we have given a chance to all the parties, be then a narrative of Badlav to Aam Aadmi Party to Congress to Shromani Akali Dal, but none worked on the ground. And also they are saying that all the party candidates are like outsiders.
When you elected Rajya Sabha members like Raghav Chadda, was he born in Sangrur? What about Sandeep Pathak? He's our Rajya Sabha member. Where are they from? Not even Punjab.
Bharatiya Janata Party has been making remarks against the government that you have the Muslim League ideology.
I'm so sorry. I'm so saddened to hear the Prime Minister say this. पंजा अगर आप पंजे को वोट डालोगे ये आपके मंगलसूत्र उतार देगा. Is it possible?
If the BJP comes to power once again in 2024, they will end the democracy. They will amend the constitution.
So what is the guarantee that Mr. Modi will not amend the constitution? Everybody has a fear.
Hello and welcome to the Savera. This is Tinkle before you. Today we find ourselves in the hot seat of Sangrur constituency of Lok Sabha, and joining us today is a tall Congress leader, former leader of opposition and MLA from Bolat, Mr. Sukhpal Singh Khera. Hello sir and welcome to the Savera.
Thank you so much.
How are you feeling today?
Very well.
And sir, where are we today? Can you please briefly tell our viewers?
I've already campaigned more than a month now because I was an early starter. And before I reached Sangrur, my reputation as a vocal, propagator of Punjab issues had reached the people of Sangrur, and they were waiting for me literally. And the campaign here is not only limited to Congress cadres, it's beyond party lines. Because I've been raising most of the issues of Punjab, whether it's even Panthic issues, the Sikh issues, and all the issues regarding injustice done to Punjab. Earlier also, the discrimination with Punjab as such, and the failure of this current government in the last 2 years. So I'm getting a very good response.
Here, but in particular village that we are today in, but while we were entering this village, we saw a wall painting of Congress party that was blackened by the villagers, I believe. How do you see
not
that?
The villagers.
Is there any sort of resentment here?
No, not the villagers. It's the Election Commission.
It's the Election Commission. Why would they paint it black?
Yeah, they painted the entire, all of the Rahul Gandhi slogans and that were here before the election.
Why is it so?
There were instructions that you can ask the DC.
Only the Congress party or all the other
parties?
All
the parties.
But believe me, when we were entering here, only Aam Aadmi Party's banners were there. But
no, those are the fresh banners. No, even my fresh banners are around in the city, in the entire constituency. But some of the slogans written earlier by the party,
All right.
those
all
have
right.
been like
And
blackened.
also we saw Sidhu Moosewala's cutout on your behind your car.
See, that is an issue which is consistently in the minds of people because we feel that gross injustice has been done to the family. He was murdered basically because of the foolish, acts of this Aam Aadmi Party. When they withdrew the security of certain people, VIPs, they put his name in the list of the withdrawal of security, shared it on the public domains. Shared it on Bhagwant Mann, shared it on
But
his
now
own.
the
Just let me
Congress
speak.
party.
Let me speak, please.
There is allegation.
Let me speak. They shared it on their own pages. One of their media advisors, some guy from Canada, he was flaunting it that we've withdrawn the security of Sidhu Moosewala. He was shot dead in 24 hours. And thereafter, the people who killed them, these gangsters, they are giving interviews from jail. They are being accorded VIP treatment. The challans have not been submitted in the court appropriately. If there's one a person who's named in the challan, the charge sheet, his name is Jeevan Jot Mansa. He's campaigning with Meet Here, the Aam Aadmi Party candidate. So what signal does the government send to Moosewala's family, Balkaur Singh?
But the opposition is also alleging that you are using his name to your advantage.
Just a minute. We are with the killers, not with the Moosewala family. Why should I use his name now? I was there when his dead body was lying at his village in Musa 2.5 years back. I was there. Ever since I'm there. And I am a person who's constantly fought all injustices. Not only Sidhu Moosewala. Even one activist, Panna Sidhu, was picked up by police. 4 cases were slapped against him by Bhagwant Mann, personally. Then Parminder Chota, he was an anti-drug activist. He was put to jail. I've been going everywhere. And this advantage of Sidhu Moosewala, he was a Congress candidate. He fought the election on a Congress symbol from Mansa.
But after his death, nobody from his family is actively in the politics regime. How do you see that?
No, they are not. They may not be active. But Balkaur Singh campaigned for me in Barnala. After all, he says that I am an ex-army person. He's been voting for the Congress since 1975. These are his words, not mine. So don't think that we are trying to, in any manner, trying to, get sympathy out of it. Nothing of that. It's just a pure fight against injustice.
Moving on to our next question, sir. There is a freshly stoked controversy after you gave a statement against that migrants, there should be a rule against the migrants that they should not be, eligible for taking land here, taking up jobs here, or taking up, they will in some sort hamper the demographic composition in the state.
Okay, no, please don't interrupt me. Let me answer the question properly. The issue here is that there is a law in Himachal Pradesh. It's called the Himachal Tenancy Act 1972.
Okay.
You cannot become a voter in Himachal.
Okay.
You cannot get a government job in Himachal. You cannot become agricultural landholder without fulfilling certain conditions. All I'm saying is that Punjab is is a state where the Sikhs are, they only have one state as a home, And unfortunately, what's happening is that there has been a tremendous amount of migration towards the West, all over the world. Our population of about 3 crores, approximately 75 lakh Punjabis, not only Sikhs. Even the Punjabi, Hindu families, they've gone to Australia, they've gone to Canada.
Canada.
And also the second issue is that Bhagwant Mann is saying that I've given 40,000 jobs. I've asked every village, have you got jobs? They wave the hands like this, no jobs. And we found out, we got the list out, most of the jobs that Bhagwant Mann gave have gone to Rajasthan youth, have gone to Delhi youth.
But that
just
is,
a minute, madam.
That is a
just
controversy erupting from your...
madam,
I just want to take a little follow-up.
I have
that
to
if Punjabis...
I have to complete. The jobs went to Delhi people. Now, if there is a domicile law, like Himachal, like the Prime Minister's state Gujarat, like Uttarakhand, if these states are part of India, do you agree with me?
True.
If they can protect their identity, Himachalis can protect it, Gujaratis can protect it, Uttarakhandis can protect it. Why not Punjab?
But in Punjab, sir, as you say, there is mass exodus happening while people move there in Canada, in Australia, as you say. We have high dependency on the migrants. So...
I am not against them at all. They are most welcome. There are brothers, sisters. Please come work. Please earn a livelihood. And also, listen, hold on.
But not letting them buy a land here and make a house here will deprive them of a basic necessity.
No, this is propaganda against me.
But didn't you say that they should not have a right to buy land here?
You're not allowing me to speak.
Please.
I'm saying like the Himachal law, fulfill conditions. Please come become our voters. Please have land. Please have jobs. But you know, this random getting jobs from outside, they are depriving our youth. Our youth are getting into drugs. They're leaving the country in frustration. Farmers and you know these small marginal farmers are committing suicides. Agriculture, the agrarian economy has collapsed in Punjab. They are under a debt of 1 lakh crores. There are mass suicides. What I'm trying to say is that we welcome all the non-Punjabis into Punjab. Please come, earn a livelihood. Like Himachal, there are certain rules. Please follow them. Become our voter. Take a job. But you know this outsiders. Why is Bhagwant Mann? Why is he giving jobs to outsiders? My question to him is, why can't he just put a domicile condition that no person without the domicile of Punjab can get a job? Himachal has done it. I'm saying Gujarat, Prime Minister state has done it. So what wrong am I doing? There's nothing.
Right.
And another thing. When there was partition in 47, entire Punjabi Sikh community and also Punjabis who were massive landholders in Pakistan, where were they given land? Only in Punjab. They were not allotted land in Bihar.
They were allotted lands in Delhi also?
No. Punjabi families, the agriculture families I'm speaking, they were allotted lands in Punjab, the joint Punjab of that time. Whether it's Haryana, whether it's Himachal, whether it's Punjab. Why were they allotted? Because there's kind of a sense of language, a domicile issue. So this propaganda against me has been done by Western interests.
Your statement is twisted.
100%.
Okay.
See what the
okay, your statement.
No, the heading.
Let me now.
No, here the heading.
Give me a minute.
Here the heading. They are saying बिहार और यूपी के लोग पंजाब में कब्जा कर रहे हैं. मैंने कब बोला कब्जा? मैं तो बोला आ रहा हूँ. सिर्फ ये शर्तें पूरी कर लो.
So you believe your statement is twisted?
100%.
CM Channi gave a statement on Poonch attack and he said alleged the same, that his statements were twisted. Sam Pitroda's statements were twisted. Who is twisting all these statements?
I am not getting into that controversy. I am talking about my own statements. I stand by my statement. And by the way, I have given this private members bill to the Speaker Vidhan Sabha.
Okay.
You should ask Kultar why he has not either accepted my bill or rejected my bill. If he is rejecting it, he should outline reasons. Why are they holding this bill? If Bhagwant Mann is so sure that outsiders should come.
Bhagwant Mann replied to your statement saying that we are the ones, Punjab is the state that feeds people.
Foolish statement. Foolish statement. If we are feeding India, then it's all the more reason that India should protect our identity, our demographic situation. We are not only feeding them, we are defending the borders of India on Pakistan and China as well. It is our children, the villagers of farmers and farm laborers' children who are dying for the borders. Why is all the time attack on us? What wrong have they done? The farmers are being beaten up in Shambhu border now. For what? All they are saying, we want to go to Delhi and protest. Last time they went to Delhi, there was a protest of lakhs of people. Not even this kind of an injury. एक टाइनी फिंगर के ऊपर भी चीची के ऊपर किसी को चोट नहीं लगी. पीसफुल है. उल्टा 700 आदमी हमारा मरा है. So why are they beating farmers at Shambhu? Why did they kill Shubh Karan? Why have they broken our tractors? Why have they injured hundreds of farmers at Shambhu barrier or Kanori? They picked up this boy, Preetpal, the Haryana police from the Punjab territory, took him into Haryana territory, beat him up so badly. They broke his jaws, they broke his arms, they broke his legs.
Who do you think the onus of making farmers happy lies with? Only with the central government or with the state government?
Both the
also?
governments.
Okay. So are they both not doing their part?
Absolutely, they are doing nothing. I have a very good plan.
What is Congress doing as opposition to remind them they need to do something?
What
for
can the
farmers?
opposition do if they're not in the government? We are promising them, once in power, if the India Alliance comes, we will make MSP a legal guarantee. We will look into their loans. We will improve the lot of Narega workers. We will give employment to the youth. We are making all these good promises. And I'm the Farmers President of India, Congress. I will ensure these
If
promises.
India Alliance come to the power, speaking of India Alliance now, you've been very vocal against Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann. While he has been quite lenient, while speaking against Congress these days, maybe he's campaigning actively about the India Alliance. But the ideology clashes here in Punjab are somewhat going to reflect there in the India Alliance in the centre. How do you respond to?
Tell me, how is he lenient with the people of Punjab? He put me behind bars on absolutely fake cases, politically motivated cases, for 4 months. He's
I was going to come to that question.
He has arrested more than 24 Congress leaders. What about his minister Kataru Chak? I've given a videographic evidence of his absolute immoral conduct. He's protecting his ministers and victimizing not only Congress, also whistleblowers, the ones that I named earlier in an interview. He's sparing no one. See, on one hand, Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party, Bhagwant Mann are saying that Modi is misusing ED to settle scores with their political opponents. They are doing even more. They are even misusing Punjab police even more here in Punjab.
But
They don't allow anybody to
such
speak. Even a tweet.
clashes.
Even a tweet puts a person in jail. What did Bagga of BJP do? He just made a tweet against Kejriwal. The Punjab police went to Delhi to arrest him.
But there are such ideological clashes between Aam Aadmi Party and Congress here. Then why they are in alliance in the
That is
centre?
for
How come
that is for the party leadership to tell you how they are happy in Delhi, because Kejriwal put his hand on his son's head. I swear upon my children, I will never have an alliance with Congress. And he's sitting in there. और क्या बोलते हैं, गोदी में बैठा हुआ है केजरीवाल. तो अब उनसे पूछे ना, पंजाब में ऐसे चलेगा, ऐसे रहेगा, because these people have traumatized Punjab. They have landed Punjab.
There is a narrative that
in a massive debt, trap.
If Congress is voted to power here in Punjab, they are relatively in good position if compared to other parties. And if the vote goes to the Congress, it will automatically come into the kitty of India bloc. So there will be the clashes. The way you are saying that Aam Aadmi Party's Kejriwal is sitting in the lap of Congress, and there are such ideological clashes. How come if they come to power, they will sustain a government?
See, that's a hypothetical question, number one. It's an India alliance. There are many players. If you see that maybe at the national level they're in the alliance, maybe at the state level they have differences. They're not alliance partners. So goes with Punjab. And I'm quite sure that our leaders will handle all such crises. And this is not the first time. Even in the NDA alliance, you will come see appropriately. There are certain national parties who have an alliance, like let's say CPI, CPM. They are in alliance partners in Delhi, but Punjab they are not even fighting one seat. They are not in the alliance in Punjab.
Alliance here. Yeah. All right. So speaking of the cases against you among the main 4 parties, you are one such candidate who has 6 criminal cases pending against you. How will it impact your campaign?
Mr. Bhagwant Mann is responsible. 5 criminal cases are...
One of the cases is from 2015 when
yes,
he was not in the
that's
scene.
Not 15. 21. ED.
The
same
narcotic drug, the money laundering case.
The FIR is 2015. I was implicated in 23. 9 years later, Bhagwant Mann made a SIT. That SIT made false recoveries against me. They put me to jail. When I was granted bail in this case, and it's the same case, Bhagwant Mann and ED. Let me explain you. It's the same NDPS case. Bhagwant Mann, otherwise they are accusing ED of misuse of victimizing Kejriwal. But here they're using ED's statement. Mr. Rajaram Meena is my investigating officer in the PMLA case that took place in 2021. They're using his statement in the Fazilka court that Bhagwant Mann arrested me in. And the day he arrested me, the day I was to get bail from High Court, 4th January 2024, he slapped the 5th case at 3 a.m. in the morning at Subhanpur police station so that I cannot get released. The Kapurthala police was waiting at 8 a.m. I was to be released at 11 a.m. They rearrested me. And there were 3 cases prior to these 2.
Is it not going to hamper your campaign ahead of these elections?
Not at all. People know every nook and corner of Sangrur and Punjab and worldwide. They know that Khera is innocent. And let me tell you, let me complete. This ED case that you're talking, the one that Bhagwant Mann picked up in 23, I was put to jail in November 2021. Elections were due in 2022. if I was a criminal, if I was a drug lord, I was released 15 days before the polling date in 2022 assembly. I not only won Bhalat, but also Aam Aadmi Party lost its security deposit, only one seat in Punjab. That's Pulat.
Pulat.
So here is the sense of confidence people that they have in me.
I truly understand your sense of confidence coming from the 2022 elections. But here, while we entered Sangrur, there is no as such fervor of Lok Sabha elections. We have read several public surveys also, and we even talked to the people. They come with the thought that we have given a chance to all the parties, be the a narrative of Badlav to Aam Aadmi Party to Congress to Shromani Akali Dal, but none worked on the ground. So there is some sort of, and also they are saying that all the party candidates are like outsiders. There's no local face in the
See,
fray
let me,
here.
this sense of dejection, frustration is pan-India. People are frustrated because they have not been able to, no government in the country, including Mr. Modi's and including Bhagwant Mann, to ameliorate the lot of poor people, particularly in the countryside. So, and this is not only related to Sangrur. You will watch, Sangrur will be one of the highest polling constituencies.
It has always been,
in
correct.
Punjab,
Yeah.
or maybe in India also. Now coming back to the other question you said was outsiders. This is, people are not asking me this question. Meet here is raising it. Bhagwant Mann is saying, my counter question through you to them is, when you elected Rajya Sabha members like Raghav Chadda, was he born in Sangrur? What about Sandeep Pathak? He's our Rajya Sabha member. Where are they from? Not even Punjab. I'm at least a Punjabi. And people know that I've been fighting for the cause of Punjab. I've suffered, look here, not only these 6 cases you're saying, I have faced 17 criminal cases, out of which 11 of them have been quashed, set aside by the either High Court or Supreme Court of India. And even these 5 cases will collapse like a, what should I say, like sand,
Is it when you come to power? After they
No.
come to power?
My quashing is pending in the Honorable Supreme Court of India. The notice has been done. The Punjab government is delaying it. This main case NDPS that they're propagating against me
Against you, yeah.
will be definitely quashed because I believe in destiny and I believe in nature and I believe in God. Almighty Vaheguru.
Moving to our next question, sir. Sangrur is Chief Minister's home constituency and he has represented this twice in Lok Sabha. What are the key areas that have not seen any development in the past decade?
The whole of Sangrur.
Nothing has been done
Not a penny. He has laid foundation stones of 2 medical colleges. Please visit those foundation stones. One is close by Sangrur, Mastuana Sahib. Badrukha, the maternal village of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. There's only a foundation stone for the last 2 years. Maler Kotla, only foundation stone. There was this sugar mill in Turi, his home constituency, from where Mann became the MLA. That sugar mill has closed. The areas are amounting to about 13 to 14 crore rupees. He's not been able to get the areas. There's this massive issue of Kaggar. It rages, it spoils the crops of entire Malwa region.
Floods, yeah.
He's done nothing about it. And you please go to some of the villages, visit for this thing, you'll come to know. Not a penny of development in Sangrur. This is the story.
So how do you plan to improve these areas?
See, if we are able to form the government, then I have massive plans. I'll try and get some eco-friendly industry into Sangrur. Something that doesn't let out smoke, that's something that doesn't let out ash, doesn't spoil the groundwater. Because Sangrur is facing a colossal issue of cancer because of contamination of groundwater.
True.
And similarly,
that's a very big issue here in Sangrur.
No, but ask Bhagwant Mann, has he ever held a meeting in the last 2 years to tackle cancer? Every 5th, 7th, 10th house, there are cancer patients because of poisonous water, because of industrial poison going into the ground untreated. And second issue is also connected with groundwater. It's a depletion of groundwater table. Sangrur is that red zone. The worst in Punjab. And if we keep on pumping 14 lakh tubal water from 14 lakh tubals, the day is not far when we will lose groundwater. And groundwater is the only natural resource that Punjab has. We have nothing else. We don't have coal. We have no iron ore. We have no marble. We have no bauxite. And we have
Let me
to protect our
take on this question, sir. You said that there are a lot of areas to be worked upon, be it health, be it agriculture, or the environmental concerns, right? In the last 2019 elections, you got 8 out of 13 seats. And what has your government done in the parliament? How many times have you raised a voice about these concerns in parliament in last 5 years?
See, when you're talking about 19, I was not a part of the party first. I was leader of opposition here in Punjab. And secondly, I'm not going to see what others have done. It's my responsibility if I get elected that I have to raise these issues of cancer, groundwater depletion, the way that Kaggar is damaging crops in Sangrur, how we got to get into some education institutions for the girls, because there are certain backward areas there where the girls have no access to education even now. In Lehra, there are certain areas which are across the Kaggar. There are 26 villages which are on the border of Haryana. They have nothing at all out there. And for the Muslims, I'm going to plan, I'll see if we can put in Urdu as a subject for the school education system. Because there is a massive population, about 2-3 lakh people in Malerkotla alone. But they're not being able to study Urdu. They have their own madrasas, of course. But why not the main education syllabus? Why it should have optional Urdu subject so that they can have. And also I will try some sort of an academy for the Urdu people or for the Muslims in Punjab.
Coming to that, this is the only constituency which has a town that is dominated by Muslims. And since the opposition, the main regional party, the opposition party, Bharatiya Janata Party, has been making remarks against the government, that against your Congress party, that you have the Muslim League ideology and you will take the resources from Hindus and give them to the Muslims. How do you respond to these?
Do you think?
How do you respond to such allegations?
I'm so saddened to hear the Prime Minister say this. That if the India Alliance comes to power, they will rob all others and give the entire wealth into the Muslims. Is it possible? And the other thing he says that this hand, पंजा, अगर आप पंजे को वोट डालोगे, ये आपके मंगलसूत्र उतार लेगा. Is it possible? Is there one lady independently who can come out of India and say, because Congress has ruled this country for 50 years, in 50 years, एक भी औरत लेकर आओ जो बोले कि पंजे ने मेरा मंगलसूत्र उतार लिया था. I will quit politics.
So you say these are baseless?
These are absolutely nonsensical issues. In fact, the Muslims are at the receiving end. Their state has been broken down into 2 pieces, Jammu Kashmir. And the way that the government is moving around this uniform civil code and brought in this Citizen Amendment Act, they're all aware about it. And they're going to vote strongly against the BJP.
Okay, moving on to our next question, sir. It is from the cross parties. I understand we are left with just 4 quick questions. And just we'll take another 2 minutes. We have 20 candidates from Sangrur constituency itself. But the main competition is among the 4 major parties, that is BJP, Shromani Akali Dal, Congress and Aam Aadmi Party. Who do you think? Not
Shromani Akali Dal. Shromani Akali Dal, Amritsar maybe. Akali Dal is out of fray. Doesn't have anything out here. Because people, you know what, in Punjab, the Sukhbir Akali Dal, they feel that if we vote for him, ultimately this vote will go to BJP. The farmers are very clever.
They are saying so for the Congress party also. If you vote for Congress, the vote will otherwise go to Aam Aadmi Party also.
How? It will go to India Alliance.
It will go to one and the same thing. That is the same pool.
Aam Aadmi Party is a small contestant of the alliance. It will go to India Alliance. It will go against the BJP.
Okay, who do you think is your main competitor and
some
the
places,
least?
Some places AAP and some places Simranjit Singh Mann. That's it.
Okay. Aap and Simranjit Singh Mann?
Yeah.
None other?
No.
Okay. And also the BJP has given their slogan that 400 par. What are you projecting your numbers to be and their numbers to be?
You remember Mr. Vajpayee in 2004, he gave the slogan of Shining India. Now they're saying Vibrant India. On one hand, they're saying Vibrant India. We'll make India the top economy of the world in 2047. On one hand, the BJP is portraying that 82 crore people are getting free ration from us. That means 82 crore people are living below the poverty line. So can the 2 things go together? ये 400 पार नहीं, ये 200 के आसपास रहेंगे and Congress India Alliance की सरकार इंडिया में पक्का बनेगी.
Yeah, that's great. And we are just winding up with the last question that as we talked about that BJP is making remarks against the Congress that they will take resources from Hindus and give it to the Muslims. Congress on the other hand is also setting up a narrative that if the BJP comes to power once again in 2024, they will end the democracy, they will amend the constitution. Where does it come from?
Of course, people are absolutely doubtful about it. The way the human rights activists have been, put to jail by UAPA cases. People have been detained under NSA cases. Our fundamental rights are being taken away. So what is the guarantee that Mr. Modi will not amend the constitution? Everybody has a fear. Like he moved this one nation, one tax. States have become municipalities now here in Punjab. We are taking a begging bowl to Mr. Modi. Please give us GST. Now they are talking about one nation, one religious law, the Uniform Civil Code. So people understand everything till deep down. Particularly the minorities are very, very, what should I say, they are on the edge about all these issues. And therefore, BJP, at least in Punjab, stands no chance. I don't think they will win even one seat.
All right. So thank you for giving us time.
You're welcome.
Well, that is Congress candidate from Sangrur Lok Sabha constituency who has for sure made some fiery statements that will come to test on June 1 and will be available to us to see on June 4. And that's all for now. For more major updates and continuous coverage of elections, stay tuned to The Savera.